How's it going, everyone? Today we have a different type of goalie tip video for you guys. It's going to be a hybrid of Goalie Doctor and a goalie tips video about ESHL 3s, or as the cool kids like to call it, 3ASHL. Today's gameplay comes from Dyllini. He and his friends, they want to get more competitive at Shell, so he gave us one of his games to analyze. That story really speaks to me because it's exactly how I got started back in NHL 11. I joined the club with my friends. It was my first hockey game in a long time. I was really bad at first, so I played a ton of games by myself. I went to YouTube just like you are all doing right now to help improve my game. Now first is a very important tip for threes. You can afford to play deeper in the crease. And John has a great analogy comparing it to the older format of the NHL All-Star game when teams would be putting up double-digit goals because there was very little defense being played. With a lot of space on the ice, teams like to look for the perfect shot and set up one-timers. By playing a little bit deeper in the crease, it's going to help cut down the distance that we need to move across the crease for one-timers and rebounds. In this play, and for most of the game, I'd say you're a little bit too aggressive in the crease, and it hurt your chances at making this rebound save. In these situations, I'd say back it up to where your pads are lined up with the post. The next goalie tip is my oldest one, dating all the way back to my very first video all those years ago. Less is more. That is just a fancy way of saying stay calm and be patient with your movements in the crease. In this play, once again, I'd say you're a little bit too aggressive, but I want you to look at all of these left stick movements because of the skater's dangles. You have the angle covered. None of his moves matter up until just after the hash marks. And this clip right here is a good example of what I'm talking about. Take a look at where I am in the crease. None of his moves matter to me up until this point, and now his next move is all I care about. He goes to the right, and I follow for the save. In this play, your defenseman did not help you at all, but here's another example of just dancing around with the left stick. And I swear, I'm only doing this to help you out, I'm not trying to pick on you. This is a perfect example of less is more. Unlike Red over here, you are in a good position for both the shot and the pass. Trust that you have the angle covered. Unfortunately, you move to the left, and now you're playing catch up to the right. And when you move to the right, once again, you are in a good position. Don't move. Unfortunately, you moved again, and this time you could not keep up with the next pass. And just take a look at that shot. It was just out of your reach. That extra step may have been the difference. So all that shows me that you can read the plays. You're just not trusting your angles, and you're making it harder for yourself with all these extra moves. So trust your angles and be patient in the crease. And I know that you can do it because there are a couple of saves where you showed great poise in the crease. In this play right here, the skater cuts right to the front of the net, and you make a great save on a great scoring opportunity. Use one small push with the left stick for a controlled move in the crease, which I know it doesn't seem like much, but that's exactly what you needed to do, and this is a high-level save. Now, as we take a look at Dyllini's best save of the game, a very nice right stick save here, the last main point I want to go over for you guys is to stay positive. In ESHL 3s, most games are going to have a lot of goals, so don't get frustrated. You know, the goalie, he did make some mistakes in the crease, but a lot of it was also on the skaters in front of him. In this play, Teal goes for a pointless hit, which results in a breakaway. In another play, Green gives up on covering his man altogether, leaving a 2-on-1 for Red to cover. And in a third play, Green leaves the man that he's supposed to cover and helps Teal with the puck carrier, and it leads to a one-timer. Nice save, by the way. They gave up 7 goals in 2 periods. I get it, that's not fun. I would even be I would be miserable at this point. So set a personal goal for yourself just to have a solid third period. If you give up a goal, just stay focused and try to end the game on a positive note for the next game. And, as bad as the game was before, up until that point, Dyllini put the team on his back. He made a bunch of nice saves in the third, had a shutout third period, and they were able to come back and tie the game. I know I rambled for a bit in this video, so here's a quick recap of playing goalie in ESHL 3s. First, you can play deeper in the crease. Teams love to look for one-timers with all that open space, and playing deeper is going to help for those cross creases and rebound saves. Next, less is more. The more goalies move around in the crease, the more trouble you end up getting into. So trust that your angles are covered, be patient, and use controlled movements in the crease until you're ready for that big push and commit to a save. And finally, stay positive. There's a lot more goals in 3s than in 6s. If you or your defense is having a bad game, just set small goals for yourself to end the game on a positive note. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.